Hey, hi, hello, welcome back to my teeny adventuring party, which is what I've decided to call you guys because I'm a D&D nerd and there's not many of you, so I mean, let's come along on this adventure together, shall we? Into 2022. Woo! New year, new video stuff. I haven't made a video in coming up to a year, probably, maybe a few months away from being a year, and yeah, sorry about that. I will be getting back to Sims stuff. I really want to try and do more Sims builds, and Sims challenges and things. I love The Sims 4, but, you know, in case some of you don't know, I am a disabled being. I'm a disabled individual. I am chronically ill, as well as a bunch of other things, because I am a mess of a human, and, video making is really hard for me. It's like really, it takes a lot of energy, and I love doing it, but that's the kind of the main reason why it's been months. Obviously there's other things going on in my life and everyone's lives at the moment, but yeah, I really wanted to get back into video making, so I thought, you know, let's do something I really enjoy that doesn't take too much brain power to like come up with a whole ass build in The Sims. And I saw Lukey, my boy Lukey, I'm gonna put his channel here, him and his mate Deepa do these fantastic Doc 2 reactions, for one, quality content, but also he did these like CBBC corner tier list videos, and I've been thinking about making tier lists anyway, but I thought what better to start with than a CBBC show, because I, like Luke, absolute fangirl, fan bean, and I love Sarah Jane. He did a Sarah Jane one. I will probably be doing a Sarah Jane one. I think he also did a Tracy Beaker one or something. I'll put like the thumbnails here. You can go and search him out. He's great. But you know, I searched it on YouTube and young Dracula is nowhere to be found. So I thought it was about time it needed a bit of appreciation. So here we are, tier list, young Dracula. I am more familiar with the like earlier series, the ones that were in Stokely, but I did watch all of it. My memory is more so in the earlier seasons, so there are probably a lot of characters in the later ones which I didn't even include, or the ones I did include I'm probably like, who are you again? So we'll see how this goes, but I should probably explain my tier labeling. With the tier videos going forward, because I do want to do more of them, the middle, like and bottom end sections will probably stay the same. So Legend, you're all right, meh, I don't know her, and get in the bin. They're all gonna probably stay the same. So Legend is like, you're amazing. You're not quite top tier, but you are like just quality character right there. Or, you know, whatever the tier list is. Could be bloody chocolate or something, I don't know. You're alright is, nah, you're average. I like you. I could watch you. You know, you're not offending me, but you're not my fave. Meh is just, well, you know, you don't do anything for me, you know? You're just meh. But you're not horrible. You're not getting the bin status, but you're just a bit meh. Take you or leave you. I don't know her is the tier reserved for, I don't know this person, this thing, this, you know, either I don't remember them, they didn't make enough of an impression on me to care, or like, you know, you get the gist. I don't know her. And get in the bin. I have a bin next to me and you will be put in it, okay? And just stay there forever. I hate you. Well, hate is a very strong word. I dislike you enough to want you to, you know, sit in the juices of a bin. So here we are. That's the tiers that will stay the same throughout the tier videos. However, the top tier will change. It's going to be themed depending on the show or the category of things that I'm ranking. So for Young Dracula, I've gone for Grand High Vampire, because if you know, you know. But especially for this tier, and you know, possibly other tiers to come, depends on what it is, I have had an extra one. And that's where we're going to start. We're going to start with the one and only Count Dracula. He is so iconic. This bitch is such an icon that they get their own tip. He's just going to sit there, gracing us with his presence for the rest of the video at the top. I am not taking questions at this time. This is the only opinion, okay? Great, cool. Moving on. I have a list on my phone of the names of characters because once we get into the newer series and the more obscure ones, I'm gonna forget. But so we're not gonna go in the order of where they are here. They're gonna go in the order of my list. But we are gonna start with my boy Vlad. Now, for those of you who don't know, which interesting video for you to have clicked on, but welcome. Please, if it's still on iPlayer or wherever you can view it, go and watch at least season 1 of Young Dracula because it is quality content television. Yes, it is a kids show. Yes, it was made in the 2000s. Yes, it is hecka cheesy, but it's the best stuff, man. Vladimir Dracula, the son and heir of Count Dracula. I've split. You might be able to see here. There's two. There's young Vlad, and there's slightly older, teenage, moody, emo Vlad. And the reason I've separated them, which I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion, I don't know if people have opinions of Young Dracula, but here we are. I love, with all my heart, Teeny Baby Vlad. Teeny Baby Vlad is gonna go in Grand High Vampire. He actually kind of is the Grand High Vampire, but here we are. Teenagery Vlad, now I don't know if it's just because of the writing of the later seasons I didn't get on with as well, or he just, I don't know, irritated me a bit more than young Vlad. He's still amazing. He's gonna go in legend, but I just had to, just had to voice that. Just had to voice it. Next, now no questions need to be asked for this. If I could give Ingrid her own tier, I would. I'm not going to because one tier for the epic character is enough and the Count just snatches it away from her, but she is just the best. She's such a strong female character in a kids show. She's just legendary and she deserves all the love in the world. And you know, I'm actually gonna go back on my rule and of going through my list on my phone and just hop straight to Will. Is this Will's picture? Oh no, wait, hang on. I know what I've done. This is Will. Everyone say hello to Will. Precious Will. He's going right next to his love of his life, Ingrid Dracula. They deserve so much better than they got. And I'll try and keep it spoiler free. Something happens that means they can't be together, and it is some of the saddest kids TV I've ever seen. Honestly, I still hurt to this day. But I've also put them here as a couple because they are iconic, and I needed to have that as a separate option because they're just all Grand High Vampire. They just are. Okay, back to the list. We're gonna go for Renfield. Where are you, Renfield? Where are you? Oh, I've gone for the bold Renfield from the later series. Okay. Renfield. I love Renfield. He's a sweetheart. But he's a bit gross. I think that's why I went for the bold picture, because I don't like looking at gross Renfield. This may look like Renfield, you've noticed. This is a different character, we'll get to him. I'm gonna put Renfield in You're Alright. He's a sweetheart. He never did anything wrong, really. Maybe he did, and I'm just forgetting, but, you know, he's just a bit of a doormat. But we love him. We love Renfield. Renfield Senior, this flea bag, can get in the bin. He is a gross human. He is horrible to his son. He wants probably world domination. Vlad and Robin created him from, like, old bone in Zoltan's basket. It's gross. Ew. Get in the bin where you belong, as the bone, preferably, not as a whole human, because... Right, moving on. Speaking of bones, Zoltan, my boy Zoltan. Legend. There, I said it. You're about to witness, past me, calling Zoltan a dog. Several times. I am very aware he is a wolf. I meant to say wolf. But, you know, you live and you learn. He is a stuffed dog. He's a talking stuffed dog. But he's a puppet. He's not none of this talking animated animal stuff. He is a puppet, and he is glorious. After Zoltan, we've got Dracula's brother, Arthur. Now, which picture is Arthur? I think it's this guy. Now, this is a storyline I think happened in the later series, where they, like, explored Drac's past. Of, like, you know, like, his lost love and all that stuff. I think this is where Arthur comes into it, and Arthur is played by the same guy who plays Dracula, and for that reason alone, I don't think he can be lower than You're All Right. I would put him in I Don't Know Her because I can't remember him, but just because he's played by... I really should look up his name, but I'll put it on the screen. That actor, he deserves everything. So You're All Right. He's gonna go in You're All Right. I think he was a pretty decent dude as well. I think he might have died. I think in the story of Drax, I can't remember. Okay, we'll go on to Dracula's other brother, who we do actually see in the earlier series. This dude. This is Ivan / Harvey. His name is Ivan, but they had like an LA moment of like, I'm not drinking breathers now, and my name is gonna be Harvey. Blah, blah, blah. But yeah, he's kind of I mean, I'm making those noises, so I think he's gonna go in meh. There's not really much to say about Ivan. He's just sort of annoying, but I don't hate him. He's just sort of there. So I'm gonna, yeah, we'll stick with meh. Olga, I'm gonna say it, Olga's a bit of a queen, bit of a small queen. She is, however, extremely irritating. So, you know, I think she's just gonna have to go in meh again. She's like, actually, I don't know if people do this where they put it in order. I think she's higher than her dad, but she's still meh. Boris, on the other hand. Did I do 2 Borises, or did I just do... Oh, I did do 2 Borises. Okay, Boris, with the glasses and the inhaler Boris. Okay, this is where we're gonna have to talk about something that really irritates me. I am an asthmatic, and, people using inhalers in film and television is one of the most annoying things in the world. None of them do it right. Honestly, I'm sure there is a few, but when you find those ones where someone's actually taken the time to know how to take an inhaler, it's a beautiful piece of cinema. But the 99 other times, percentage, whatever, of people taking an inhaler, the way they take it, where they're just like, I'm scared, and then they just go, like, really quickly, and then it calms them down, that's not how inhalers work. I hate to break it to you, but you have to hold your breath for like 10 seconds. And you have to do it twice. And it doesn't work straight away. You have to give it a moment. And anyway, from that tangent, we will go back to Boris. Regardless of the fact that Boris is one of these inhaler users that really grinds my gears. He's a sweetheart, and he gets on with Vlad. He's like the only other person who doesn't want to be a vampire, and he deserved not to be, you know? He deserved that muggle life. Wrong franchise. He deserved that human breather, thank you, brain, breather life. And he just didn't get it. But, you know, I loved him, and he's gonna go in, he's gonna go in You're All Right. He's not, I need to not put him in Legend, because he's only in, like, 1 episode as, like, Geeky Boris, but Evil Boris, this absolute arse, get in the bin. He is so annoying, and he's so evil, but like not in a good way, not like in a Dracula way, and I hate him. He can go in the bin with the bone of Renfield Senior. Okay, moving on. Who have we got next? Elizabeth. This is confusing me because there's a character in Heirs of the Night called Elizabetha, who's the wife of Dracula, completely different show, but I think it's Elizabetha then, because there's no H. Anyway, this is another one of those, like, flashback, newer series things. I think she's the widow of Dracula's brother, but she might have also like murdered him, and like I don't know. She's the mum of the other ass. What's his face? This guy, Malik. I'm gonna put her in I don't know her. I mean, iconic that she murdered someone who was also like her husband. Like, we love that for her, but also no. Also not iconic. Also, who even are you? You killed Dracula's brother. So yeah, she's just gonna go and I don't know her. I don't have enough beef with her to like put her and get in the bin. Or I don't really care. I don't remember at all. Speaking of though, Malik, again, I think he was like a bad boy, like annoying, didn't like Vlad, had a bit of beef with Dracula for some reason. Oh no, wait. He thought he was Dracula's son? So there was like this weird dynamic going on of like, oh my god, are you actually my half-brother type thing with Vlad, and he was like really annoying. But then it turns out he's not. And he's not even a Dracula, like he's not even he's not even Drac's nephew, because his mom had an affair with a completely random dude. He's gonna go in meh. It was at this point that she realised she really should have watched the later series again, and I apologise for not knowing the characters and their importance, and there was probably a lot more about the later series that I actually really enjoyed, and for those of you out there who really like the later series, I'm with you. I like the whole show. I'm just bad at remembering things, and you know, iPlayer had it on there for like a hot minute, and I should have watched it, and now it's not there, and I can't find the DVDs anywhere, and like, I'm sad, but we move on. Yeah, sorry if there's any Malik, what's the word, Malik people that like Malik out there, but I don't remember him. I feel bad. I feel like he's more important than I'm making him out to be. Anyway, moving on to the icon that is Magda, Vlad's ex-wife. No, that's completely wrong. Sorry. Dracula's ex-wife, Vlad's mum. Well, Vlad's non-biological mother, as we come to find out. But, she is a queen. She is a selfish bish, but she is a queen. I'm gonna put her in You're All Right. I don't think she's quite got legend status, because she was a little bit irritating, but she wasn't like, you know, Olga level of meh. So, who's next? Crone and Attila. I never get the right way around. I'm assuming Crone is the woman because, you know, history is a bish and they call witches and things crones. So I think this is Crone. And this is Attila. Crone is irritating as heck. I'm tempted to put her in Get in the Bin and put Attila in Meh, because he doesn't really speak. I feel like underneath it all, he might be a little nicer, softened by age, whereas Crone just got worse. Oh, I didn't say. I think they're the parents of Magda. They're not Drac's parents. They're Magda's parents. Yeah. Oh, it's so complicated. I just really should have rewatched it. Anyway, let's go with that. Okay, I think the last member of the Dracula family that we have is Wolfie. Where's Wolfie? Has he just disappeared? Somehow, I think Wolfie's disappeared from the images. So, Wolfie is the half-brother of Ingrid, and like this kind of non-biological half-brother of Vlad. He's like a little werewolf baby. He's not a baby, he's a child, but you know, his dad's a werewolf. He turns into a little fluffy dog, I think. So I'll find a picture of him and like plop him down in You're Alright. He didn't offend me. I don't really remember him. He was cute. He can go in You're Alright. Next to his mum. Okay, what's next? We have the Gileses. Not to be confused with Giles Rupert from Buffy. Maybe I should do a Buffy tier list. Getting sidetracked. The Gileses are Vlad's biological maternal family. This is Sally. She's Vlad's biological mother. She's alright. And so is George. They're just fine. They're not meh because they're nice people, but again, it's the latest series. I remember like the speech that Vlad has of like bringing the breathers and the vampires together and all this thing, but I did they like lose their memory at the end of it? It's all a bit weird, it's all a bit hazy. But you know what we're gonna do now? We're gonna move on to an absolute legend. And no, he's not an absolute legend. He is an absolute grand high vampire. Robin Branner. Is that their last name? Or am I going mad? Yeah, the Branners. Yeah. Robin deserved to be in all the series. I know the actor probably went off to do other things, and like because he was in Stokely, he wasn't gonna be in like the high school bit where they moved. All he wanted was to be a vampire, and he stuck to those cloaks. I appreciate that he never strayed from the style of wearing a cloak to school, and I love him for it. He's just the best friend character. I'm still confused. Did Ingrid kill everyone? Is Robin dead? Are the Branners dead? Is the whole of Stokely drenched in blood and no longer has an entire population of like humans? It's just pools of blood and Ingrid's lipstick. I don't know. Did she kill everyone? I'm starting to feel like maybe Robin's dead. And I need to move on before I get sad about that. But Robin's not dead. Let's just go back to when Robin was alive. Chloe, bless her heart, Chloe, Robin's little sister. She's a little ledge. She's a little legend. Honestly, I wanted her to be in more episodes. She was sassy as hell, and I loved her for it. Ian and Paul, they needed to leave Ingrid alone, and they didn't understand this. I mean, some people could say they were sweet and just stupid, but let it go. She said no. She don't want to go out with you. Move on. Go on with your lives. Be nicer to your brother. Okay, moving on. Elizabeth and Graham. Now, I have put these separate, I think. Yes, I have. Elizabeth, kind of iconic. Not gonna lie. I think Elizabeth's gonna go in You're Alright. Because she's kind. She gets on with the Count. The Count is probably trying to eat her, but like, you know, she's alright. Graham loves camping, and I applaud that, but like, he's a little bit stupid and a little bit kind of, he doesn't know that the Dracula family are vampires, really, at least for most of it, I think, but he has like this sort of bias against them because they're like foreigners, and they live in the big creepy castle. He does do their plumbing, which gives him points. He goes into that bog and he tells that bog who's boss, but I think I think they're both I think I might but if I can't put Elizabeth in legend if I'm not putting Boris in legend. No, Renfield deserves more than Elizabeth. Oh, this is. Do people have the struggle? Like, they put things and then they, like, go back on their decisions? You know what? I'm gonna move Renfield into legend. And does that make it a bit more balanced? Maybe? Are they kind of all on the same level? I don't want to put Graham in meh, because he showed that bog who's boss, but I mean, he is a bit annoying. No, Paul and Ian are worse than Graham, so yeah, we'll leave it we'll leave it at that. Now we're going to go on to the Van Helsings. Eric, Jono, and Mina? Mina, let me be honest. Mina, yes. This is Mina. She's Van Helsing's wife? Ex-wife? She's Jonathan's mum. She needs to believe that vampires exist. I'm sorry. I don't know whether this is just my audience knowing the stuff that she doesn't know bias, but I feel like she could help her husband more if she just sort of played along for a bit and then actually saw what he did, but at the same time she kind of does have a point in some things. She's alright. She's a good mum to Jono, I think. She's gonna go in You're Alright. Van Helsing is going to go... Oh, I was gonna say in Legend. I put him in Legend. Is he Grant? No, I'm sorry. He's not on the same level as Ingrid and Will. No. Okay, yeah. Van Helsing, Eric Van Helsing is gonna go in Legend. Jono... Jono's gonna go with his mum in You're Alright. I like Jono. Jono's sweet. So this is the Grand High Vampire? Yes. With the funky bone crown. Yeah. He isn't in it very much. But he does seem like a nice bloke, you know? He dies. Spoiler. Turns to a pile of dust. He gets murdered by frickin' evil Boris. Yeah, no, he can stay there. He can actually, no, Renfield Senior is worse. He can, no. You know, I'm gonna put him in You're Alright. I think he deserved more screen time, but he was nice to Vlad in the weird head bits that happened where Vlad, like, saw him doing things and he was like, you are the chosen one, or whatever. Let's save these two, because I have opinions. Miss Macaulay. Is this Miss Macaulay? Yeah, Miss Macaulay. Absolute legend. Not really much to say about that. I think that, if I remember rightly, Drac is in love with Miss Macaulay, and there's this whole thing in this universe where if you're in love with a breather, you can't compel them, and that's sort of how you know that you're in love with them. It happens first with Ingrid and Will, and then in the later series it happens with Dracula and Miss Macaulay. But it happens, like, straight away, and Dracula's like, what the hell's going on? He's like, why can't I do this? And he keeps trying to do it. It's really funny, and I just love her. She's so oblivious, but she's just also a badass teacher, and she's going in Legend. Who's next? Eyebrows dude. What is wrong? He's scowling at me. Oh, he's from... Let me check my list. Bertrand. He's the guy that, like, pauses time when he enters, like, the classroom, in Vlad's classroom, is just like, I'm here to see the chosen one. And it's like, whoa, okay, dudes, let's calm down. I'm trying to do my maths here, whatever class he was in. I think he was a bit, sort of, extra, but in a bad way. Like, he's just a bit too enthusiastic about opening this big book thing. I think Bertrand's... I'm gonna put him in... I don't know. I feel bad for doing that. I feel like I should remember more about him. Maybe he gets better with time. I don't know, but for now he's just gonna sit in there. Who are you? Let me check my list. I know she went on a date with Van Helsing. What's your name? Why are you on here and Wolfie isn't? Lucy. Eric's Slayer date. Yes. She's weird. She can go in meh. I don't know why she's on this list, but I put her there for a reason. Now, okay, we get to the final... The siblings. Ryan knew what was going on. Ryan knew he couldn't be saved. Ryan accepted his fate. Ryan can go in meh. He's not really on screen much, but, you know, he knew what was what. He tried to be saved, but then, you know, he realised, sis, hey, you tried, I'm dead. You know? Erin. No last name Erin. I don't know if she had a last name. I don't care. I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion, but she really, really grates on me. I know she's meant to be like a love interest for Vlad or whatever. I could have done without her, honestly. I just really don't like her. I'm sorry if everyone likes Erin. I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion or not, but like, she's so annoying. I don't know what else to say. She tries to like get into the, like, she tries to kill Ingrid for one thing. I mean, leave my girl alone. She's dying. Don't kill her when she's down, coward. I mean, I know she bit your brother and everything, but it wasn't personal, okay? And like, yeah, you tried to cover up the fact that you thought you were a vampire by putting a scarf on or something so they couldn't smell you, which feels like it wouldn't work in real life, but here we are. And like, I mean, I think she tried to have a bit of like a redemption moment, but then she actually became a vampire and just became emo sass queen, but like in a bad way. And I didn't know I was so passionate about this. Wow. But I feel like I want to make a separate tier. You know, she's like the complete opposite of Drac. She needs to be at the bottom of the bin. She's at the bottom of the bin, covered by Crone, Evil Boris, and Renfield Sr. It's bones. Jeez. Anyway, this is my Young Dracula tier list. You're welcome. I'm just happy that my boy Vlad, my faves, Ingrid and Will, Robin, are all up there, and Drac is sitting on his throne like he deserves to be, and yeah, that's that. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I will see you in the next one, whatever that next one is, whether it's a tier video or Sims video, we are yet to know. But this has been a blast. I hope everyone's having a great day wherever you are, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye guys!